What is up, team? Chuck with Traders War Room, and I'm back at you with another video. Listen, this is your Friday market wrap-up, and man, did we go out there and just kill it today, okay? I'm talking tons of things we were in as far as swing plays, all hit the mark, man. The Discord was popping off. The social media sites were popping off. Everybody was having a good time. We closed out the week strong, even in a red market, man. So listen, that is all thanks to you guys, and that is what we are trying to do, is cultivate this team. What I need you to do is hit that like, share, and subscribe button, and I need you to come along with us on the journey, man. We need to make this a strong and winning team as we're doing, and we need everybody's support. Now, if that sounds good and you're ready to rock it, all I got to say is follow me and let's go to war. TWR wants to remind the viewer that all content on this channel is for education and entertainment purposes only, all right? You are responsible for every decision you make within the stock market. Have fun, but be cautious and always go to war. Let's get it started with the buzz report. All right, and we're looking at the markets red across the board. Bond yield sitting at 1.61. We got some active CEI. I saw Ford was kicking it, and we had some losers. School hiring decline, job decline. Wall Street ahead of energy price spikes. We're talking about some European backing and board declines. Evergreen creditors. We're talking about default concerns and Tesla moving the EV industry. Sector performance, looking at the 5 days. Man, there was a lot of green going on the 5 days, but real estate and healthcare are doing the poorest on the red. There's our futures. Oh, we had futures. There they go. And orders filled by Fidelity customers by close. Now, I want to talk about this creditor thing because this is really hitting hardcore as far as concerns on shakeup in sector, okay? This Evergrande creditors, because they're hitting their default, man, and the margin calls are being called. I'm going to leave this here so you can scroll this, pause this, and read this as I'm moving through. But this is big business, okay? And this got a lot of people in these sectors, a lot of insecurity in the future of the market. All right, let's go into some of the alert reviews, man. Let's look at some of the things that we did well and some of the things we didn't do well and some of the things that we're looking towards the future next week and beyond. So let's get at it. Now, these were some things that hit yesterday, man, and we killed these calls, man. These were all swing plays, and we alerted it. I think a lot of them came on Monday and Tuesday when we originally called the plays, and then, you know, yesterday these just popped off, and man, we made a killing with our swing plays. So congrats to everyone that got in. Only one that was disappointing was TLRY or TLRY, but we made some money trimming the 50%, so we hedged some of our losses because this thing started losing steam as it had the typical meme pump and dump type of, you know, pattern along with this. And we'll talk about that stock later because it was the stock of the week that we were highlighting. But let's go on to some alerts today that did fairly well. So we kicked it off with a couple of the swing plays we called in yesterday at the market, Mara and Baba. Man, Baba did just exactly what we thought it was going to do. It almost doubled up, and it hit that 70 cent per contract that we were looking for, and we ended up making a killing on that one. Mara, we took a loss on that one because it started dipping too much, and I got a little insecure about that one, but I should have held it because it definitely came back, and it came back kind of strong, but then fizzled out again. But we would have been green on our trade because we got in at a decent price. But you know, we took a good killing on Baba to cover any potential loss with Mara that we had. And then we got into FUBO, and that took a little bit of dip, but we're swinging that until next week, so we'll see how that one goes. Now, the Rockstar, man, if you would have got into GM when I pushed it out on 6 October, man, we got in, as you can see up there, is at 86 cents. And today, when I looked at it and I finally pulled the trigger to get out, I mean, it was $4.40, okay? So if that's not a win by any definition in the book, I don't know what else is, man. If you got into that trade and you were alerted at that trade, as you can see right there on the screen, man, you made a killing off of this, and congratulations to you because that was an awesome trade. We also ended up putting out a DraftKings trade, and we put out a SPY trade, or that was a put because of the instability and the downward trend and the selling pressure that we're seeing in that particular sector. And to end it out, this was our last swing play that we got into to close out the week, and I'm feeling good about this. We're going to go over some of the charts and look at some of these trades that we got into. So first, let's talk about SPY, man. Look at those trends, okay? You see the purple ones? That's where there's a lot of consolidation and levels that we can kind of count on and are levels for us to measure the action and the volume and the price action of SPY and things of that nature. See that yellow box? That's a gap that usually needs to be filled, okay? So we're looking at that because that's an important area, because that gap is below its current price right now. And so the SPY was definitely in a downward trend for the latter part of the day, and we could definitely see that starting to close up and the gap filling. So we're definitely paying attention to that. I want you also to look at that blue line, okay? That's an important line of resistance right there, 439.30, okay? So we're looking at that one as a strong line of resistance. In my opinion, if the SPY opens up and it can close above that line, we're probably going to see at least a 2-leg up before we start seeing another decline. But if it can't hold that level and it closes below that, in my opinion, we're going to start seeing that gap fill, and it's going to go to the bottom side. That last trade I gave you, the BBBY, man, this was the last one. I like this one because we definitely see a large gap, and it's onto the top side. And I like this one, what I was seeing, how it came in. Now you're seeing some volume as we're ending out the couple of days, and I'm liking this kind of pattern I'm seeing. It's an inside bar pattern, and you know I love those inside bars, so I definitely could see this rising up $15.77 going into $16, and that was why we played that call for next week, hoping to see some buying pressure and positive volume trending this in the right direction going up. DraftKings, a popular ticker, man. We haven't seen the $64 times for a while. We got some strong consolidation on multiple fronts at 59.63, but we can't even worry about that, man, because we got to worry about this 47.91. Now I do think that this is going to go to the upside. I think it's at a bottom right now, and we'll probably see an upside to 48, 49, and possibly $50. So I'm liking this call that we got into, swinging this into next week. And FUBO, man, FUBO, okay. I like this one going into this week. We also got another inside bar closing out on the day. I like this going to the upside of 25.54. I think we're going to see some upward momentum, and I think this is going to do fairly well for us next week. I like this one moving forward, and I think we're on the upswing. All right, so we covered TLRY earlier in the Wednesday video. It was the stock of the week. Now, so let's look and see what the chart did and how it closed out the week. And it kind of did what we thought it was going to do. It was going to rise and dump because of the meme status, but we were hoping that would have a few more days of some rise before we saw the drastic dump. But let's take a look at the chart. All right, and you see those lines? Those were the lines that we had there previously, and it definitely closed below the $11 mark that we saw and towards the 10.50. And so our call, we ended up getting out of 50% because we always are securing profits, but the rest of our call expired worthless because we weren't able, it didn't expire worthless. It hit our stop loss. So we weren't able to make money off there with the extreme selling pressure that we saw heading from $11 down to the $10.50 area. So kind of a disappointment, but it did exactly what we kind of thought it was going to do, because it was a 50-50 shot. So you always are hoping for the best but expecting the worst, and definitely this is something I won't be interested in next week unless I start seeing a reversal and a signs of it going back up with a lot of good money flow and positive buying pressure. And you know that we're all about creating that market coalition, man, creating a winning team. And that isn't done just by yourself, man. It takes a lot of people to create a winning team. And part of it is you guys, the viewers, and part of it is the Discord, the social media members, and all that stuff. And also, man, it's our market coalition on other social media platforms that show us love and we show them love back. So let's go into a couple of those right now. And please, while I want to highlight my Discord and my social media platforms, man, I gotta push them out there and say, come check them out too. So of course, you know, I'm highlighting my boy Brendan's dedicated investor group, man. A lot of killer information on here, just like on my Discord, but they got their own little flair. You know, they got a little bit more crypto than I do over on my thing, but I'm definitely over there pushing the option trades, and they got a lot of good information, man. Solid Discord for you guys to follow as well. Hopefully you guys follow me, but definitely should check them out as well and give them a shout out. And probably a lot of you know who this guy is, man. Hey, big shout out to Chris. He gave me a little kind of job interview. I hit them up. I said, look, man, I want to post on here. I want to grow my brand. And they were like, hey, you help us, we'll help you. And man, we've been having a good relationship ever since. So big shout out to them. You'll also see me doing some trades and doing some things over there. And they got some good people on that Discord as well. So definitely check them out when you get an opportunity, and look in the description because the links are there. And all you got to do is just hit that up with that like, share, and subscribe button, man, and you can come along with all of us on the journey in this market coalition we're trying to explore and create. All right, guys, and we're going to end the video, man. Listen, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I hope you got something out of it. You see some stocks that we're into next week. Definitely, we got a live training session that we're doing on the TWR Discord. So I hope if you're part of the membership, you saw that alert come out there and you come and take us up on that opportunity, man. So it'll be our first one we're doing, knock out the bugs so we learn the system, but we're going to give good information and we're going to create and foster that environment of shared learning that we strive for, all right? Here at Traders War Room, we look at the stock market like it's a war zone, stocks and sectors. Those are our battles, and we're doing it together as a team, man. Attack, conquer, and destroy. That's what we're trying to do, the ultimate goal. And I tell you guys this all the time, man, is to be better traders today than we were yesterday. And we do that through planning, training, managing, and securing our portfolio at all times. Now, if that sounds good and you're ready to rock with us, all I got to say is follow me and let's go to war.